Today, we're going to unpack something really interesting, a paradox that sits right at the heart of Zen practice. It's this idea that perfect stillness can be buzzing with motion, and that constant motion can have a core of complete calm. It sounds impossible, right? But it might just be the secret to unlocking a whole different kind of energy. Let's dive in.
So you hear this from an old Chan master, and it's beautiful, but it's also a bit of a riddle. It's not just saying that these two opposites can exist at the same time, it's saying they actually live inside of each other. How can that even be?
So what does this actually mean for you and me, in a practical sense? How do we get this on a level that's more than just a nice-sounding phrase? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now. See, the key to cracking this whole thing open is realizing that Chan, or Zen, isn't just one thing. It's a practice that has two very distinct but deeply connected ways of going about it.
Just two. And believe me, on the surface, they look like total, complete opposites.
On one hand, you have sitting Zen. That's probably what you picture when you think of meditation. And on the other, you have its dynamic twin, motion Zen. Let's start with the one that looks the most still.
First up, sitting Zen. And this title, Inside a Volcano, is just perfect. It tells you right away that what you see on the outside, well, it isn't even close to the whole story.
So, from the outside, you see someone who's just completely still, quiet. You know, the poster child for peace. But inside, it's a whole other world. The mind is fired up, it's deeply engaged, and it's working with this incredible amount of internal energy. And this is not just about thinking deep thoughts. No, this is an active process. The practitioner is literally working with the body's energy grid. We're talking about the meridians. Think of them like energy superhighways. The chakras, which are like the main power stations, and the actual circulation of what's called qi, or vital life force. It is an incredibly dynamic experience. Now, as someone goes deeper and deeper into this, something pretty wild starts to happen. That solid, heavy feeling of your own body, your arms, your legs, it actually starts to, well, dissolve. So how does that work? Well, you start by being aware of your physical form, right? But with focus, that solid sensation just fades away. And what are you left with? It's not nothingness. It's this feeling of pure, living, flowing energy. That is the motion inside the stillness.
Okay, so let's flip the coin. Let's talk about motion Zen. If sitting meditation is all about finding the motion in the stillness, this practice is about finding that calm center right in the middle of all the action.
Here with motion Zen, and this could be anything, walking, stretching, even jogging. The outside is the total opposite. The body is active, it's flowing, it's moving. But internally, the practitioner is cultivating a profound sense of stillness, of unwavering focus.
And when you put them side by side like this, boom, it just clicks, doesn't it? Sitting Zen, you're still on the outside to create energy and motion on the inside. Motion Zen, you're moving on the outside to create stillness and focus on the inside. They're perfect mirrors of each other. It's really cool.
So, we have these two practices. They look like opposites, but they're aiming for something very similar. So what's the link? What's the secret sauce that makes both of them actually work? I mean, that's the big question, isn't it? If one practice is building up all this internal movement, and the other one is building this internal stillness, what's the fuel? What's the engine that's powering both of them?
The answer is qi. You pronounce it qi. And what is it? It's the vital energy, the life force that animates everything. And look, this isn't just some side effect of the practice. It is the foundation. That motion you feel when you're still, that's qi. That focused power that creates stillness when you're moving, that's also qi.
You know, there's a great teaching that says without this energy, without qi, all you have is a withered Chan, a practice that's lifeless, dry, purely an idea in your head. But a living Chan, one that's truly vibrant and can actually transform you, has to be soaked in qi.
I love thinking about it this way. Energy is the bricklayer. If you're building a house of awareness, of peace, you need bricks to build it. In Zen, that fundamental building block is energy. The entire structure is built on cultivating this vital force.
Okay, so we get the how, but what about the why? Why do all this work? What's the ultimate destination that both sitting and moving are pointing us toward?
And this is so important to remember. The techniques themselves, the sitting, the moving, they aren't the end goal. They're what they call the finger pointing at the moon. They're just the tools, the vehicles, designed to get you somewhere really extraordinary.
That destination has a name. The old masters called it Wu Wei, and it basically means effortless being. It's that state where the struggle just disappears. The doing dissolves. You're not trying anymore, you just merge into this seamless flow of pure awareness. That's the goal of a living energy field Zen.
So we've seen how stillness and motion are really just two sides of the same energetic coin, which leaves us with a question to take with you. In the middle of your own busy life, during your commute, while you're at work, even just taking a walk, where can you find a little more stillness in your motion?